What is going on, guys? So I recently read an article claiming that Americans spend only 7% of their time outside. And as somebody who recently spent a lot of time and money renovating their backyard, it got me thinking, are there a few simple and effective ways to improve our outdoor living space so that we actually want to be out there? This video is going to run you through 5 easy things I think you can do to improve your outdoor living space. And I want to give a huge shout out to Amdro for sponsoring this video, but more on that in a little bit. Let's get into the video. So the fastest and easiest way to make a huge difference in your outdoor living space is to get rid of any excess clutter. In my case, I had a lot of stuff that I had to throw away, but the stuff you need to keep, you need to find a way to effectively store and organize it so it doesn't present itself as an eyesore in your outdoor space. As you can see here, I use the spot under my deck for storage of lumber and things like that, and if I left that uncovered, it would be very unsightly. So I built these privacy screens, one of which is portable and I can pick up and put into place as you're seeing now. And then another one I actually permanently installed by my stairs. So it basically hides the nasty space that I use for storage under my deck. You can also achieve a similar look with lattice, but I personally have never been a big fan of that look. Consider doing something like this if you have a lot of stuff that you need to store. Trash cans are another huge pet peeve of mine, and I highly recommend that you get some kind of screen to conceal those. We built this screen from scratch. We kind of just put some 4x4 pressure treated posts in the ground with some concrete, got it level, painted the posts, and then put some 2x6 inch pressure treated lumber in between. I can link a video if you're interested in building something similar, but you can also pick one up off Amazon. So I highly recommend screens for things like trash cans. Another thing you absolutely need for your outdoor shovels, your lawnmower, things like that, is a storage shed. And if you don't have one, your stuff's going to be lying all around. I highly recommend that you either pick one up, or if you want to go the extra mile, you can build your own. And my next series is going to be all about how to build the modern shed you're seeing now. But if you can't wait, I'll have a link in the description for the course I put together where you can learn every step of building that shed. So now that we've taken care of the clutter, it's time to invest in some quality outdoor furniture. Do you know the furniture in the airport that's like specifically designed so that it's uncomfortable and you can't sleep on it? I feel like a lot of people have outdoor furniture that kind of is in that same bucket of just uncomfortable and not that nice. I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about furniture, but basically you want to have stuff outside that people actually want to sit on and congregate around. And I understand that some of the stuff is really expensive. That is why I actually built my own sectional. As you can see here, this is just one option. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to see how to build your own, just out of 2x4s, but you need to invest in some kind of furniture that actually makes people want to spend time outside. I'll leave it at that. You can use your imagination, but there's a lot of different furniture options out there to give your outdoor space a very nice and sophisticated look and feel. Now, even if you had the nicest outdoor space in the world, you wouldn't be able to enjoy it if you were constantly bothered by ants, mosquitoes, and other insects. So the next step here, and an easy way to improve your outdoor space, is to eliminate bothersome insects. And this is where today's sponsor, Amdro, really hooked us up. If your yard is plagued by insects, whether that be mosquitoes, ants, or anything in between, Amdro has got you covered. Amdro manufactures a wide variety of pest control products for all of your insect remediation needs. To protect my house from insects this summer, I use the Home Perimeter Insect Killer by Amdro, which provides a protective barrier to keep bugs away all season. I use this around the perimeter of my home and also my fence line. Next up, I use the Amdro Quick Kill Outdoor Insect Killer Ready to Spray product. And this is a concentrate that you hook up to your hose, and as you turn on the hose, it will mix with the product at the right ratio, and this kills up to 500 insects on contact and lasts up to 3 months. Be sure to shake the product before hooking it up to your hose and using. If mosquitoes are your main insect of concern, don't worry. The Quick Kill products work on those too. And if you're a little late to the party and ants are already inside your house, Amdro manufactures an ant killing bait that you can put inside your home or outside. Just place it where the ants are. So as mentioned previously, it's really hard to enjoy your outdoor space if you have an insect problem. So if you struggle with insects and bugs at your home, I highly recommend that you check out the Amdro website or the link in the description to see what products Amdro manufactures that can help you get your insect situation under control. Again, thanks to Amdro for sponsoring this video. Now let's move on and talk about how landscaping and plants can dramatically improve your outdoor space. It's no question that landscaping and some strategically placed plants can make a huge difference in your outdoor space, but there's also no need to overdo it. In my backyard, we put a few accent plants along the patio as you're seeing now with some marble chips, and then we also put some potted plants on the deck just to give a little bit of added color and to accent the furniture already up there. I purchased both the plants and the planters from the Home Depot, and I installed 2 plants on either side of my deck. And although I personally didn't do this, I know of a lot of people who are planting herb and vegetable gardens either in their backyard or on their deck, which is also a good way to spice things up and improve your outdoor living area. So there's a ton of things to do with landscaping and plants, just don't overdo it. But a few strategically placed plants is going to get the stamp. And now we can finally move on to my last tip for improving your outdoor space, which is coincidentally my favorite tip, and that is adding outdoor features. Now, when I refer to outdoor features, what I'm referring to is something kind of special that brings people together and gets them excited to be outside. For example, in my backyard, I added 2 features that I think really tie the place together. One is a fire table that I built with concrete, and the other is an outdoor projector screen, which we use for watching, NBA or NFL games. We don't use it all that often, but it's really nice to have in the event that a big game is on and you have people over who want to watch it. First, let's talk about the fire table feature. Now, you can obviously buy a fire table similar to the one you're seeing now, or you can buy just a typical fire pit, but in true, AT Improvements fashion, we built our own. I have a dedicated video showing how I built this fire table from scratch, but in a nutshell, we used a melamine concrete form for the tabletop and metal studs and LVP for the fire table base. This fire table was a really fun project, and I think it's probably one of my favorite parts of the backyard. The next outdoor feature that we have is this projector screen, and we bought all the projector equipment off Amazon. I will link both the screen and the projector down in the description, but it was a little unconventional because we had this tree that was right outside the deck. So we took some screw eyes, we screwed 4 of those into the tree, and then we took the projector screen with some carabiner clips and we positioned those so that when the screen was fully stretched apart, we'd be able to clip it together and get it nice and pulled tight. And that is how we installed our projector screen. And I use this, basically it looks like a podium that I also got off Amazon, and that is where I place the projector outside, and we have some exterior outlets where we plug that into. So again, we don't use this projector screen all that often, but it is really nice when you pair it with the Amazon Fire Stick just to go through and again pick out a nice game, put Netflix on a nice summer or fall night. So these 2 features in particular I think really benefit the outdoor space and make it inviting and make people want to actually be outside. And at this point, that kind of wraps up the video. I hope that you found some of these tips helpful or got some ideas for how you can improve your own outdoor living space. If you did, please drop a like down below and consider subscribing if you want to be notified when I start dropping those modern shed build videos. That'll be my next big build, and then we're finishing the basement. So thank you again as always for watching. Thanks to Amdro for sponsoring this video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.